I am walking downtown Greenville, South Carolina, to get some street photography. I don't know, it's one of those days where I just woke up with a lot on my mind. Woke up with a heavy heart and a heavy mind today. So doing street photography is how I cope. It's how I cope with, things that are in my head. It's how I clear my head. Street photography is I could walk, get my exercise, get my steps in for the day. I'm gonna show y'all what I got and what I come up with. It's a start for me, like to walk, go and find my inspiration. Like what they say about life, things just don't come to you. You gotta go get it, and you gotta go look for it. Especially with inspiration, you having writer's block, or my photographers out there, they don't know what to shoot or how to shoot. Just gotta go out and just push it out of you. You know what I mean? Get that force up out of you, and then it will come to you. Once you go find it, then it will come to you, just like anything else. Just like with a job, making money, anything, a relationship, whatever it is. You got to go find it. It will come to you. It won't just fall in your lap. I don't know how any other photographers work, but I like to get my ideas from street photography, walking the streets. Graffiti, that's more of my thing. I love to shoot graffiti. I love shooting, make sure nobody was behind me. I love shooting graffiti. I love shooting night photography. Nightlife, catching people at their candid moments. Of course, things that are going on in the streets, rather could be a protest, it could be a block party, it could be, just somebody randomly walking across the street. I try to capture anything that's related to street photography, but try to catch it in the eye where you just don't normally see it. How you just daze off and start thinking about stuff, or get lost in the daze, or you vision something that most people try not to see. That's how I try to treat my street photography, all photography that I do. No matter if it's street photography, if it's wedding photography, if it's concert photography, excuse me. I always try to capture the essence of the moment where the average person doesn't see it. Sometimes I'll just be walking into random stores. I came across comic book stores, of course, clothing thrift stores, bars, whatever. But I'm actually on my way to a bookstore because when I first came to Greenville, when I first moved to Greenville, I was, exploring the downtown area, exploring the whole city. And I seen this cool bookstore. I thought it was dope. Looked like a real brick and mortar type setup. So that's where I'm actually going to right now. And hopefully I can find something in there, Like I said earlier, you gotta go out and look for that inspiration. The inspiration gonna come to you. So, sometimes reading, watching movies, doing street photography, walking out in the street, talking to other people, hearing other people's stories, sometimes that what inspires me too. Wait till you see the next city I go to. Gonna be better views, more inspiration. I'll tell you one day, we'll make another video on why I moved to Greenville. I used to live in Atlanta before I moved here. And, I lived in a lot of cities. I lived in Greenville, Atlanta, Jacksonville, Florida, Raleigh, North Carolina, Brooklyn, New York, Bridgeport, Connecticut. That's where it all started for me. But, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna explain in another video how I moved to Greenville and why I moved to Greenville and what it's been like for me. This is the book that I purchased called My Black Country, a journey through country's music, black, past and present and future. Now, I bought this book and specifically because I'm actually working on a documentary, and from the title of the documentary, you guys can kind of figure out what the documentary is about. But you know, I really don't want to talk about that too much in this video. But like I said, it's just a little snippet of what's about to come. So I promise y'all, this is a lot way more to see. Promise you.
I was 15 right there. First album I listened to was the 1999 album. I really listened to it. And I was like, this dude is a nut. And then I just started, and then he came out with Purple Rain. Purple Rain came out when I was in Germany. It was more commercial.
You live in Germany?
Yeah, this picture right here was taken in Germany.
Okay.
And then he came out with he came out with Purple Rain. That shit was fire. And then he came out with Around the World in a Day. I didn't really like that until I listened to it now and I like it. Around the World in a Day. Then he came out with the Kiss album. I forgot the name of the Kiss album. Christopher Tracy's Parade. That's what it was called.
I like Sign of the Times.
Sign of the Times. That's my favorite all-time Prince because the whole album is fire. The Ballad of Dorothy Parker. It starts off with Sign of the Times, and then Playing the Sunshine.
This right here is the second book that I bought today. Corner Stores in the Middle of the Block. As I said, I get my inspiration from reading books, movies, doing street photography, learning new things, talking to new people, meeting new people. And like I said in the beginning, you really have to go out and look for that inspiration. Inspiration is just not going to come to you. So you're going to see me doing more street photography vlogs in different cities. Charlotte, Atlanta, Miami, LA, New York, Detroit, wherever you want me to go. You request it in the comments where you think I should be doing street photography at, what stores you think in those cities are the best places I should cop books, comic books, whatever. You know what I mean? Coolest bars, whatever you think. Let me know in the comments, like, subscribe, because as I said, this is just the beginning. It's just the beginning. I promise you that. I promise you that it's just the beginning.